Hey everybody, so I'm going to do another quick update on my Chubby Chin challenge, and I'm going to show you something that happens when you lose weight and you don't hydrate well enough, and maybe eat a little bit too much protein too. Okay, first off, I'm going to start with my weight. Like, things are going pretty good after about 6 months. I'm sitting pretty at about 186, and I started recording the challenge at about 200, so that's a good 14 pounds. I guess I'll just do a bit of a chub. Just gonna do a bit of a chub check here. Like, I'm not looking too bad, I guess. There's still a good amount of spare tire around there. It's basically the last stuff to go, right? You can see there, like, yikes. Now, it could have been worse, right? I could have not tried to do anything to my body, and I might have turned into, somebody a little more rotund. But I guess at this point, like, it's not too bad, right? And this was the problem I was talking about. I got gout, like, in my toe. Now this I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy because it's really, really painful. And, gout, it's like these crystallized shards of uric acid that build up around the joints, right? And what happens is, like, the foot inflames and, like, it hurts like hell, like, really bad. I couldn't even really walk. So you can see here that my foot was, like, swollen like crazy. Now, it tends to just get me around the joint. And, like, this is the second time this has happened in, like, 10 years. So I didn't really think that this was going to happen, ever. But yet it did. You can see that the foot swole up and, like, the entire foot. So I've been kind of, like, inside for a long time. Kind of a waste of, a couple weeks of my summer. It's kind of sucked. So what I did is, my wife does her weights up in the room, so I figured I'd just use my wife's weights and just kind of go to failure. So I did a little bit of tricep here. Like, basically just one set, just as long as I can go. Did some biceps here, and I had to do them seated because I didn't really want to stand up and, put weight trying to balance, on my toe because, like, it really, really hurt. You have to sort of imagine, like, shards of glass under your skin. It's not a good feeling. Some people think that only, like, old guys get this, but that's not true. Like, the first time I got this was, like, 10 years ago, and really it was from an acute injury that I had on my left toe. So, like, it didn't just happen. And I'm guessing what happened here is, like, I ate a lot of dark meat chicken, and I think maybe, like, I made a lot. And I think maybe what happened is it was a little too rich for my system at my, my tender age now. And, it just didn't work out, right? So I finished those, and then I just got on the ground, kind of hobbled onto the ground, did some crunches. And that's another thing too. I don't want to do too many because, like, what's going to happen, right? I'll get a hernia next. You have to really be careful. There we go. Just did some of the bicep curls, which really aren't bicep curls, as we all know, because it's an easy curl bar, but still, right? As long as I'm doing something. And then I did some tricep, push-ups here. Then I did some forearms. And then I went on the bike, like, I'm not pedaling with my forefoot at all. I'm using, like, the middle of my foot, and, it wasn't so bad, right? So I was able to burn off whatever I could. And, in cases like this, when you're injured, something is always better than nothing, right? At least I kind of did something, and I didn't just turn into a big blob just kind of laying in bed all day. Yeah, I did, another vanity check here, and I look the same. There's still work to do, and I don't know if I'll ever get to, like, ripped guy look, but that's not really what I'm after. I've never actually wanted to look like that, and to be quite honest, like, most of the women I've ever met don't really care for it either. Honestly, if you've ever been in a guy's locker room, like, those are the guys that... Okay, that's enough about that, right? So all you have to do is play sports, and then you kind of get to understand, like, the way some people are. So anyways, I did my weight at the end of everything, and I dropped a little bit, so, but that's just water weight, right? So anyways, I hope you like this video, and I hope you stay tuned and see if I can lose more weight and how my recovery is after my gout attack. Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Getting dry as fuck, man. Getting dry as fuck, man. Hey?
It's such a bad as kitty hanging his neck over.
Oh. That's as much as I could get. That bar dried out my throat, man.
Yeah, it's really sweet. It tends to get like cloying in the throat. Cloying.
Ooh, Nene.